I still be in the hood with my hand on my pistol. The Hebrews think I'm cannibalistic. E5 divination, channel the mystic. Ardi, visionary. Let's play poetical Pictionary. Picture me burning down your missionary. Yeah, then I send you religion. That red dot on your head, that's Hindu tradition. Invisible, independent, intrinsic shit. I'll bring it all to an end with indivisible gains. Charles Xavier, getting your brain. Mental anguish or manifesting physical pain. Wizard remains to dance in the chemical rain. Breathe slow, then I'm up out of this physical plane. Got military machinery that exercise, weaponized greenery. Shine at a jeopardize the scenery, son. Bruh, the beam 10 times your distance. Inclines convention. Stop rising with no trend line resistance. The parabolic breakout. I'm F-16 with the aeronautic fake out. The God killer. The God killer. The God killer. The God killer. It's the God killer. The God killer. That's who it is. The God killer. The God killer. It's the God killer. The God killer. The God killer. The God killer. It's the God killer. The God killer. The God killer. The God killer.
Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God Killer in the house. And I'm coming to do what I got to do. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm standing tall. I'm standing strong. Hey, Bobby banging this bitch. What's good, family? Man, let the people come in the building, man. We got that good show, man. Y'all know what it is, man. 4.4-million-year-old Ardi. Look like neither chimp nor human. Out of Africa, third. Man, I be hearing a lot of terrible, horrible misinformation about the subject. So let me tighten y'all up a little bit, man. While y'all sip on your coffee, man, getting into your day. It's a problem here, man. And I can hear it in the conversations. They always make the mistake to say what you didn't say and misunderstand what you did say. We hear that, we say, cool. All day. I'm gonna allow him to make up any damn title he want to so he don't run. And y'all know what's going down, man. African spirituality versus science. I don't know if you want to say what's best for African people, African spirituality or science. I don't know where he at. I'm gonna let him have that. Whatever he think he said, I'm gonna let him have that. It's important to educate the people. It's going down September the 15th. We're gonna have this flyer changed up. Do something a little different. Get it right. You know why, man? Because it's welcome to the big leagues, man. We got about 3 weeks left. 3.5 weeks left, man, before this powerful conversation, contest, and debate. It ain't even no damn debate, man. Trust me. Make a choice and understand your choices and stand behind your choices. Make a choice, understand your choice, and stand behind your choices, man. I'm going to drop the link early and often. Let me see where we at in this high-level conversation. But I appreciate everybody that came through this in the building, man. We back at it in the morning time, man. Infinite Minds, I see you. Gideon Block, I see you. Legacy of Free Domain, I see you. Bond, what is that? What's that? Let me see. Bond Dog. Oh, man. Molly, Sonny, I see you. Derek, what it do? James Motter, what's up with you? Pseudo Killer Official Kent, what it do? Yeah, yo, we just got to keep that intelligent conversation there, man. I see you, Goddess Gemini. Tony Mason. I see you. John Doe. Regular Joe, the small box blanket. Yeah, he won't get off that joke. Odingo, what it do? A Sonic C, I see you. Jody Breeze, what's going on with you? Choco Kitty 7, what it do? Yeah, I wonder, did you go read that information and where you at with that? Omar Reed. All day, man. I see you, Chef L. Uh-huh. Raymond, what it do? Kiss off. What's up? So we gotta talk, man. You know, we've been putting this thing together for a while. And good morning to everybody. And as we put it together, man, everybody not gonna make it. Everybody not gonna make the goal that they set out. You wouldn't even be around if you didn't have a goal in trying to understand your story. So like what is it that we should be learning? We should be learning everything about planet Earth. Never fall into the trap to think that understanding one item on Earth is going to help you understand the totality of Earth. Homo sapiens got 350,000 years of history. You won't even begin to understand how spectacular the story is if you don't understand Charles Darwin's evolution. And I put the Sir Charles Darwin. I say it like Dr. Ben said it. And I say that because I want to run some of y'all off that haven't reached the sophistication to see the information and ignore the color of a person's skin. Because that's your first way you get tricked. You get tricked by focusing in on skin color. Evolution is a tricky game. It will trick you. You will look at something, you say, yes, that's it. And then only to find out that's not it. Right? You will get put in a trick bag, trusting people based off of the color of their skin. Trust a person based off of their merit. I'll say this again. You will get tricked and put in a trick bag, focusing on the color of somebody's skin. Because that's exactly what Europeans did. They focused on the color of your skin and got you to the end of the line and realized that, yeah, that although they may have benefited off of it, at the end of the day, it fell apart. Like I'm saying, they may have benefited at the end of the day, but at the end, it fell apart. It was wild. It was out of control. It was unhumane. So the study is serious and the study is clear, man. I take it from the great John Henry Clark. He says, study European history first. Y'all ain't even did that. Got a clip the other day. I think Sheffrin sent it. And it was a white dude, and he was talking about Neanderthal and how Neanderthal made white people superhuman. And I likened the Neanderthal, James. I say, damn, we got people saying the opposite. Now, which one is it? It's neither one of them. It's a misunderstanding. And the white boy was semi-sophisticated in what he was doing, but he was trash. If you scientifically literate, you realize, that's trash. What are you talking about? He got it all wrong. But I'm saying this shit can go either way, man. And it can, and it's definitely dangerous. Let me see. It's definitely dangerous. I want to find something real quick here. I'm hoping y'all feeling good, man, because I'm feeling good. Stay right where I need to be. Let the haters hate. My spot is secure. And what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Let me find this real quick, man. By the way, man, like up the damn videos, man. Like up the videos. You know how we do around here, man. We hit the Cash App early and often, man, in the morning show, man. If y'all want this morning show to go on, man, and take the time out, man, do that. Support that, man. That's important, man. It is. And y'all can crack jokes about it. Everybody can crack jokes and talk crazy. Everybody can say what they want to say. But there's a lot of things happening. So for instance, why is misinformation dangerous? So you got multiple people killed in Jacksonville, Florida, right? In a Dollar General store. Okay. The guy had the SWAT stickers flying and the whole 9 yards, man. He run up in the air, killing people because of the color of their skin. Out of control. It's dangerous. And the shit can potentially go both ways. We've seen it go both ways. And we seen 12 million people get enslaved based off the color of their skin. And for us to come this far, to turn and say, well, now we're going to take science and point in that direction to make it seem like science is actually supporting that, is crazy. We do ourselves an injustice, a grave injustice, when we take the work of scientists like Shikant Diops and we allow things that was wrong to continue to be promoted in our community. One, that's a disservice to the brother and the work he put in to get the damn degree. It's discredit to him. He would expect you to be more intelligent than that. If he could sit right here, he would not say the things he said in 1974. And if he would say that, he just would be a discredited scientist in shame. Scientists have to change their position over time based off of more available data, based off of more work. And in this community, right, it's a death sentence to say you was wrong. This is an environment of learning. In an environment of learning, you're going to be wrong. And if you can't accept being wrong, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is when the extraordinary arguments fall out. This is when the name calling come, and this is when the shit all fall apart. This shit ain't easy. Everybody can't get it. And I'm telling you this, you can't get out the way of your mind. You can't. You need tools to get out of the way of your mind. And those early humans couldn't get out their way. Hell, you got people right now still practicing ancient religions. They don't even realize that, as funny as it may seem, right, that Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, right, you just want to name those, right? You got other things, but the ones that we're really familiar with, right, they actually represent a snapshot of man's ancient traditions, not coming in a particular way. So I don't want to hear the Kemet gave this. I don't want to hear all that. It's a snapshot. And we're going to get into that snapshot in the debate. It's a snapshot. But it's definitely an evolution off a more ancient, stoic, Stone Age, hunter-gatherer tradition. But what's wrong with that? There seems to be an inability to want to grow. Like growth ain't healthy. How? All things on planet Earth seeks to grow and mature. Been through a lot. And to ignore the things that we have accomplished and pushed forward on is downright ignorance. And this is what they promote in this community. They promote the ignorant ideas, okay, that was the stumbling block for stopping us to move forward. And those who've moved past that They the ones become ridiculed. They the ones be called, you stupid, you dumb, you ignorant. They the ones. And then when you slap the hell out of them with the real thing, then all of a sudden, yo, you playing too hard. Bobby, you doing too much. You're insensitive. You don't care about Africa. You don't care about our spirituality. Well, you shouldn't have jumped out there running your mouth. I wouldn't have slapped the hell out you then. Messing up your friendships. Man, 1 second. So y'all playing, yo, right? Y'all playing. And when we talk about politics and how we had that great conversation, and people was playing Monday morning quarterback. And y'all just need to know what my position is. If y'all think I'm standing here worrying about Diop's being able to put forth his hypothesis, I understand what that means. In science, when you're putting forth your hypothesis, it doesn't mean you're right. Okay, but to be given a chance to let that work shine out there is essential. It's not Diop's fault that people who are actually in a position of being marginalized, right? Particularly heavy doses of spirituality and African religion or whatever the hell we was at. It's not his fault that we weren't scientifically literate enough to even remotely understand that that's actually the process. The process ain't we're gonna look at your shit and we're gonna put it in if it's right. No, we're gonna look at it and we're gonna put it in and we're gonna put it through the test. And that was a step forward for the community to be able to put their best foot forward. So it never was about whether his hypothesis was spot on and all wise and exact. See, that's the way y'all think because y'all not thinking scientific. Science does not seek, to find the truth like y'all think it do. It looks for approximates. And this statement right there is counterintuitive and you won't even understand it. So the fact that the brother was able to push forward his hypothesis, and had information based in that, that was what it was. It wasn't whether he was right or not. That wasn't it. Why didn't they put that in there? Well, I heard all that, man, because that's what it was. But that's the politics. So it was all political at the end of the day. There's always politics. That's why it's important for African Americans, Black Americans, right, to participate in politics. Can't have everything your damn way. There's always a certain amount of politics. That's why when I say Black African power, that's a political statement. That's letting you know that my politics are pushed towards Black Americans, right? That the way I function, the way I see things, I'm looking to make sure that the community as a whole has top-notch level information so they can grow, so they can feed their family, so they can continue to push things forward like Thurgood Marshall. Suppose Thurgood Marshall had the conscious community. He wouldn't even have did the law thing. He'd have been running around with the big ass red hat on his head. How about here more? Dealing with some discredited ancient laws. Wouldn't even have got to that point. See, y'all don't know how dangerous misinformation is. Misinformation got white people running around shooting people in the dollar store because it's color of your skin. How ignorant is that? In a moment of silence for the families, right, who lost lives in that complete racist act of foolery. is a snapshot on how dangerous misinformation is. We don't want your kids growing up doing the same thing because we've seen it. We got examples. Don't make me name it. That has nothing to do, some kind of way, once you get educated, some kind of way you forget you black. You forget the politics. You forget being proud. You just want to turn white all of a sudden. That's the game they play. That's the speech they kick, right? To keep you away from the truth. And that's counterintuitive. What do you mean? If I'm promoting black, blackity, black, blackity, black, blackity, black, power, all power to the Africans, then that's got to be the way to go. No, because now you can throw your biases in the way of the data. We want to look at the data. We don't want to hear that you've put together a piece and you got all black sources. Having all black sources or having all white sources doesn't make the data correct. It doesn't make the data organized correctly. It just does not. That's the lie. Telling us that they hid the history from us, but not telling us that it was in a secret vault called the library is wild to me. Why would they have to lie? If they had what they had, why did the conscious community have to lie? Why didn't they tell you what science was and what it wasn't? Why didn't they give it to you? Why they have to lie as if science was a one-shot thing where one group of humans did it and that was it? Why didn't they tell you that science is actually a building, right? This slowly gets built over time, 350,000 years. Why didn't they tell you that? Why did they say we did everything based off the color of our skin? Was they trying to react to the point where we was marginalized based off the color of our skin? Well, guess what? You could just say that. You could say they absolutely dogged us out, enslaved us based off the color of our skin. They made us feel bad about that. But I want to let y'all know that African Americans, Black Americans are very, very resilient. And as a matter of fact, human beings are resilient. So just when you think they falling apart, yo, they bounce back. Black Americans, we on some bounce back. As we look at everybody else, we saying y'all need to bounce back. Bounce back. But the wild part about it is the fight for the bounce back. We did that to the point where now it's our job, right, to continue to climb on the bounce back. So why accept people that act like we ain't bounced back? They acting like we still on the ground. They acting like we in the hunter-gatherer stage. They want to take you back to hunter-gatherer. That's why I hit you with the space age Africans. Trying to get your mind set for the stars and all in between. That's what we doing here. We pushing forward for innovation, elevation is what we trying to do. It's not what we trying to do, it's what we actually doing. We want to get out your mind that all of a sudden science is white. Or because of the color of your skin, you did everything. Or just not being comfortable with being who you are, that you got to do what a lot of humans do. See, it's not just African Americans just playing Egyptian. You got plenty of Europeans that play Egyptian. I could pull it up. Y'all didn't know that? Oh, man. Hold on, put the y'all didn't know that. That's funny. Hold on. That is absolutely. Oh, man. Let me get this right. Hold on. That is absolutely plenty of white people that's playing. Yeah, they playing. They playing. They playing Egyptian. Yep. Let me drop this link though. We're gonna get into our Australopithecus. Oh, that's not gonna get us there. I don't think I can even get that in there. Let me see. All right, let me get them. All right. Yeah, they playing, yo. Watch this. Let me show you how they playing. Let me show you what they really got y'all doing. This what they got y'all doing. Let me see. They got y'all doing this. Yeah, what they got y'all doing this. This what y'all really doing. Kind of my favorite things y'all can't get around. Kemetism. That's what y'all actually doing. All right. Kemet. Nagachi actually doing this. Here you go. Think I'm lying? Go read it. How many of y'all got these altars in your house? How many of y'all actually doing this? Then you get mad when I say it. This what y'all really doing. This what y'all mean when y'all say African spirit. Y'all mean this. This what y'all mean. Y'all mean this right here. Right here. This what y'all doing. Y'all not doing the real Nile Valley thing. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. The movement name is based on. Look. Hold on. Let me get it. Hold on. Let me see. Existence as well. Damn. Let's see. Here you go. The word is also sometimes written as what's the Tikmet? Let's see. In translation Egyptian, it means black. Or in longer form, black land. All right. This the symbol right here. This what they all go over right here. Whole community all go over this right here. As if people ain't already looked at it for years. Look, right here. That's it. Beautiful thing. Yep. Piece of supposed to be the piece of charcoal right there. It's supposed to be the determinative right there over in the lower right hand corner. All right. Crossroads for land. All right. All right. And this is what they fighting over right here. Right? For something that was put together by non-African people. Yeah. Right here. That's how we doing it. Promise you, yo. Been there. Been there, yo. Yep, been there. That's it. So I don't know where, what, who, what, when, where, why y'all think, who y'all playing with. They ain't playing with me. Y'all playing with yourself. Y'all don't really want to do the Nile Valley thing. Y'all want to play, yo. Yeah, y'all playing. Right? And plenty of white people do that because that's white people started that now. Why y'all really why y'all having fun playing. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with playing, yo, but don't have your kids playing with you. You know, we got access. All right. We really got access. We got access to know what it is, how things started, what we doing, what the name really means. So don't holler at me. Don't be on my head talking about I'm anti-black. Y'all anti-black. Y'all just dressed it up real nicely. Right? I keep telling you, walking contradictions, man. While you hollering blackly, black, you actually taking things that white people have already done. And so that's the white person thing right there. We gonna get it in detail on the white person that actually started that right there. Y'all didn't even know that, did you? Yeah, so the religion that you claiming you doing, it's really taken straight from a white lady. So that's wild to me. Because you don't want to do the real thing because the real thing is too real. Up to go. Oh, no. We're not going to really do the real thing because it's going to get real in that debate. We're going to have that serious conversation. We ain't playing. Not going to let the flam come through. Not hearing all that. Make up your own definitions. Nah, we're not doing none of that in that debate, yo. We're going to come real. We want to see who really want to be what y'all claim y'all want to be, man. September the 15th, man. Tickets $30, man. They going out like fire, man. Don't miss this. Y'all get a chance, man. See how powerful African spirituality is, or to see how powerful science is, or to see how weak science is up against African spirituality. There's the giant in the room. Which one is the giant and which one's the peep, 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 peep? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's serious now. Talked a whole lot of trash. Now it's time to get it in. Now we serious. Now we see. Uh-huh. Let's see who practicing the white boy thing while we playing. Make a choice, yo. All y'all out there, make a damn choice. Make a choice. As you drive to work, technology. As you chilling your AC, technology, science. As your car don't overheat, antifreeze. It's the material your car is made out of, chemistry, metalworking, toothpaste, fluoride. Man, 99% of the conscious community act like y'all living in the daggone hunter-gatherer state. Playing. You play hunter-gatherer on the weekend and run around in technology during the week. But then act like that you doing it all week. Crazy. Yeah. Man, this thing is hard for Homo sapiens sapiens to separate their daggone spookism from the real world. It's hard. And all of us can't do it. And even when you got certain things worked out, there are certain things that make you think that. Why you think kids is afraid of things occurring? You know what I'm saying? Why do you think the boogeyman lives underneath the damn bed and not on top of the bed? Because it comes from a more ancient, distant cousins that was in the trees. And things below them was always trying to kill them. So that mindset is still here today, that underneath of things is trying to get you. Spookism. It's hard for humans not to believe in monsters. They stopped believing in monsters in America, but for the most part, dragons and monsters and goblins and all that was there. Americans don't believe in witches no more, but they do in certain places, and we're going to bring that out because it's here. And there's tools that humans have created to get that out of here. So you can measure things properly. So speaking of the trees, right? I dropped a link. I don't know if y'all got them. Let me pin it. Pin the link. Shout out to the community skeptics too. Got a nice crowd in the building. Let me drop that. Let me see if I can put that in there. All right, I pinned the link. All right, let me see if I can pin a link over that. Community skeptics, man. Man, y'all already know we're skeptical to everything the humans tell us, man. We ain't even yeah, we ain't even playing. All right, so we got the link all posted up right there. All right, get in and get out of here. So okay, so there's always a mistake made. All right, and we talk about Lucy. Lucy is Australopithecus. Now, if you look at the title, right, I'm talking about Australopithecus Ardi. That's something totally different. Okay. Now, Dr. Ben and them in his work, he talked about Australopithecus. All right. And I think he has some pictures in his book. Let me see. Yeah. So, well, he got, let's see, the reconstruction of fossil man. What he had. Let's see what he had here. He had Xenopithecus. Zenthropithecus, Boise. All right. Okay. And then, you'll hear people in the community act like Dr. Ben wasn't pushing forward in evolution. He was. That's why he showed you the fossil man. His thing was that in museums, right? They was making an attempt to make these reconstruction, like the reconstruction of Zinthopithecus boise, right? He was basically saying that in the reconstructions, they was making them look more European-like, and he didn't understand that based off of these fossils being in the tropics, and he was right. They should have looked more, more should have been put in a African nature. It should have looked more African-like. And he was right about that. That was his argument. Not that it wasn't that, right? But that if they're in Africa, these finds in Africa, then the way they look, right? The protection, they still would have needed protection from the ultraviolet rays. You know, areas that was not covered in hair, right? The exposed skin areas would have had to been darker, not lighter. He made that. He said that, and he was right about that. All right. And so, yeah, this whole book is dedicated, not the whole book, but the first 2 chapters is actually dedicated to that. And he goes on to say, note the racist attempt to make the African fossil man appear to be Caucasian or Semite in origin. Why was Zinthopithecus boise not shown with his so-called Negroid characteristics, generally attributed to the so-called Bantu Negro or African south of the Sahara? See, he hit you with the so-called, all right, because that's what they was calling it, all right? You got to look at his mindset where he was at. Man, so that's, you know, so like I said, man, I pick up on evolution in Dr. Ben's work, Mother Africa, the mother of Western civilization. All right. And his point is, he talked about Grimaldi's skull. That's a term coined by Shigant Diops. Let me see if I can real fast. Okay, let me see. Ethiopia origin. You say at the time on page 74, he said at the time. It was also conceded that the only places where Caucasians originated was around the Caucasus Mountains. Also, that man originated around the banks of the Tigris Euphrates Valley. Right. So at the time, they was what? They were saying, Nation Islam picks up on this when they say the Asiatic black man, right? They were saying Asia was the homeland. The biblical text was talking about the Garden of Eden, all right? Mesopotamia, the 2 rivers, right? Tigris and Euphrates, right? Okay, that's what they was talking about. And he goes on to say, just a very few of the authorities at that time held that Africa was the place where man first originated. It says the most noted of these who held the latter position was Sir Charles Darwin of England, who stated that. So see, I didn't make that up. I got that from Dr. Ben. That's a fact right there. What he was given back in the 60s, he was right. See, goes on to say, man originated from an ape-like ancestor, etc. Hold on. He say Dr. Albert Churchward. Now, remember I talked about Dr. Albert Churchward. Hold on, let me see. Talk about him. Wait a minute. You got Charles Darwin and you got Churchward. Hold on. Here you go. All right. That's why, look, that's 1910. Look, the origin and evolution of the human race, right? Makes them one race, human race. See that? All right. So this is where we're getting it from, right? He's mentioning the key players, right? And so when I mention the key players, you got people that love Dr. Ben, but fight me. I'm gonna say this real slow. You got people that absolutely love Dr. Ben, say cool in them, but yet fight me. The whole damn conscious community love Dr. Ben, right? So I'm saying y'all fronting, y'all not really reading the man's works. I knew it. Sarvar Stupid Seti. He didn't actually read Dr. Ben's works. Yeah. Or when he was reading it, he passed sections that he couldn't wrap his brain around. Because why else would me and him fall out over evolution when his quote unquote master teacher taught that? I got a whole presentation showing that. Y'all mad at me for standing on the actual shoulders of a giant, right? Making sure that y'all got the lessons, and y'all mad at me. That's what I be saying. That's when I be ready to slap the hell out of y'all with the, with the work. Knock your head off, like, you know what I'm saying? That's funny to me. So we go right here. It goes on to say, it's a Dr. Albert Churchward's work, such as Signs and Symbols of Primordial Man and the origin of evolution of the human race, were at the time also ignored and ridiculed, of course, not as vigorously as those by Sir Charles Darwin, yet few others contended bringing the light on the true facts surrounding the origins of man in Africa. And now we 70 years later, and you got a bunch of Blindians running around, bunch of crazy people jumping up on the house, no, not the house, the Sarnetta TV, messing it up. Commission, unadept, flat earth, the flatty flat. Yeah, they all doing it. Dosa Nair, the Nair, the Dosa. Wow, ignorant to the fact. Oh, you just called them? Yeah, they ignorant as hell. Yeah, absolutely, positively, they're ignorant to understanding anthropology in a way that would guide them and direct them to getting the goddamn information straight for when they go on their platforms to give people right information. Yes, they're definitely ignorant to that. And as they stick their chests out, I call them ignorant as hell. And I don't care what they think. I don't care what y'all think. It don't even matter at this point. Yeah, they can't take you to elders, right? Pull up a elder book and show what I'm showing. So now y'all see why I talk about Sir Charles Darwin and Albert Churchward, right? Now y'all see why I take the book, right? And I do this. Now y'all see why. Most of y'all follow his brother. The one that like Ali Baba Muhammad, he follows his brother. His brother wrote the book Atlantis or the Land of Mu. Yeah. That's what y'all picked the wrong brother. Yeah. So if you come right here, just in the beginning, right? Now, a lot of this in his work is things that are definitely outdated, right? But right here, it say from studies I have made during the years, you say I am fully convinced that the perceived ideas of many scientists regarding the origin of the human race, both as the place and date, are erroneous, and evidence will be brought forward to prove that the human race did not originate in Asia, but in Africa. The biblical narrative had people in Asia. The conscious community had people in Asia, not unless you was Dr. Ben and them or John Jackson and them. They say, cool, gonna try to read before the debate. It's too late. You're done. Man, God, civilization. Where the hell is that at? Try to keep some of the old timers close by. Right? Yeah, all these readers do. Y'all can go and for the record, y'all can go to chronology of human evolution, yo. All right, y'all can get this. This will put you right where you need to be, real safe. Put you right there. Put you in the game. Yeah, you can get it on Amazon. What's my book right there? Little small pamphlet joint, tight. Beat anybody up. Man, where the hell? Anyway, Man, God, of Civilization. That's shoot. That's by John Jackson. I don't even see it. I don't know where I put it at. That's with John Jackson right there, right? And so it goes on to say that this entrance will be objective and subjective as proof of my contention against all learned men of the present day. The first question is, which arises is this: when and where did man make his first appearance on this earth? So this is an old damn conversation that people trying to bring up. Super old, ancient old. You know what I'm saying? Like, knock it off. Like, the questions, the answer to the question is already there. So the Blindians, right, can't get by it. The Con Callaways of the world can't get by it, right? That's why they yell and scream and try to cuss you out, because they don't want to have a conversation. They want to argue, right? Because as long as they arguing and yelling and screaming, can't do this. All right? Okay. When and where did man make his first appearance on this earth? Biblical scholars tell us about 6,000 years ago in Asia. The Aryanist school, Aryanist, like the Aryanist school in Asia about 20,000 years ago. Others include many scientists in Asia or in some mystical land. He talking about his brother, mystical land, which is now disappeared. All of them have denied Africa as the home of man. So while y'all talking crazy about me and I'm anti-African because I'm teaching evolution, y'all the anti-African people. Y'all the anti-scientific people. Y'all the anti-black people. Ain't that funny? The very ones that call me anti-black and anti-African because I've used Charles Darwin in science are really the ones that's that. But yet they walk around with their chest stuck out. My, oh, my. My mother used to say, my, oh, my. That means she got you. I got you, boy. My, oh, my. So some of y'all want to accept that we come from Africa, but don't want to accept the process, the 7-8 million year process that took us to get there. Y'all don't want to accept that. And so there's no getting around of the out of Africa theory, because there are things that are in Africa that are not outside of Africa. See, this is where y'all don't get it. There's a collection of hominids and hominidae in Africa that you don't find everywhere. You get them all in Africa, but you don't find them nowhere else like that, in that abundance. See what I'm saying? Y'all just focus on Homo sapiens sapiens. So even if you was to find a Homo sapiens sapien at 120,000 years in Asia, which they have, that doesn't stop the out of Africa theory, because we got Homo sapiens sapiens at 350,000 years. We got Homo sapiens that's in Morocco. We got Homo sapiens sapiens at 250,000 years. That's in South Africa. We got Homo sapiens sapiens at 190,000 years. We got Zinthopithecus boise. We got Australopithecines, all in Africa, in Kenya, where your man go to the damn museum, right, and talk reckless about Kenya in their museums in Nairobi. Urtaya Genie, he's standing in the damn National Museum talking crazy, talking about they following white people because they got a museum, right, and they calling the Australopithecus, you know what I'm saying, their great ancestor. Crazy African American in the museum talking wild. Ain't read none of the history of Kenya to even know where they at with that situation. Crazy. They teach their mythological story. Watch how Kenya do it. They teach their mythological stories, and they give the scientific story. And they give the kids both. Y'all, wow. It's wild. So that's why the outer African theory is so strong. Not only the Homo sapiens sapiens, but the Homo erectus, right? The Homo ergaster, Homo antecessor, all right? Homo naledi, South Africa, right? They're in Africa. Okay? You got Homo neanderthal, Homo denisovan. You find them outside Africa. You got ghost genes, right? A fossil we have not found yet is in the genes, right, of the Homo sapiens sapien, right? That's in their genes before they leave Africa. But yet y'all howl about some things that occurred outside of Africa. Like, it's the wildest thing. And y'all yell to the top of your voice and y'all confusing people. This is what I don't understand. Bananas. High level foolery. It's the high level foolery. So this is important for me. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna show that. I should have had the clip for this morning. Irritated Genie was wild out with that talking. Wow. So let me pull this up for you. I wanna first deal with the Australopithecus. All right. The one that Dr. Ben talked about real quick so we can get out of here. All right. Y'all hit that link. Y'all feel it, man. Hit the Cash App, man. Yeah. Yeah. The normal suspects. Yeah, I see you, Jimmy Smith. Hit that link and find out what I'm talking about. Just talking about Jimmy Smith. All right, here you go right here. So we got Lucy. This is the one y'all know about. This is the one that Dr. Ben promoted. Y'all see the bones right here. All right, look at the hip bone. The hip bone looks pretty much like our hips. All right. That's what they got. All right. If you understand anatomy, you know where these bones go. Okay. So in actuality, when we talk about Lucy, right? Let's use Degnesh. This is in Ethiopian language right here, Degnesh. The fossil number is AL288-1. Type that in, you'll get a wealth of information on it. Commonly known as Lucy or Degnesh, which means you are marvelous in Amharic, Ethiopian language. Is a collection of several hundred pieces of fossilized bone representing 40% of a female of hominin species, Australopithecus afrozensis. It says it is discovered in 1942 in Ethiopia at Hadar at a site at Aswan Valley of the Afar Triangle by paleontologist Donald Johnson of the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. It says Lucy specimen is an early Australopithecine and is dated to about 3.2 million years ago. And that is forever for y'all. It says the skeleton presents a small skull akin to a non-hominid apes, plus evidence of walking gait that was bipedal. That means walking, bipedal, like these ostriches, right? On the screen are bipedal and upright, akin to that of humans. So this is not a human, but the way it walked like humans or other hominids. It say the combination supports the view of human evolution that bipedalism preceded increased brain size. So as your brains got better, it preceded. After that, as brain size got better, you'll find these ancient hominids started to walk. It says a 2016 study proposed that Australopithecus afrorensis was also, to a large extent, tree dwelling, though the extent of this is debated. There you go. And of course, it was named after the song The Beatles. That song was playing when they found it. So that's what I wanted. I want y'all to get that. But wait a minute. Really, huh? Let's move forward. Let's go to the journal Science. Ancient skeleton may rewrite the earliest chapter of human evolution. 4.4 million years old Ardi looked like neither chimp nor human. Want y'all to look at the hands. Want y'all to look at the feet. Come here. Researchers have unveiled the oldest known skeleton of primitive human ancestor. Okay? Look at the word primitive. All right. And it is full of surprises. Although the creature named Ardipithecus remedus had a brain and body size of chimpanzees, it did not knuckle walk. And this is important for us because you got people claiming we come from apes. We humans are apes, but people claim we was dragging. You saying we were dragging our arms to the ground? What are you saying? No, that's not what the evidence says. It says, body size of chimpanzees, it did not knuckle walk or swing through the trees like an ape. Instead, Ardi walked upright with big stiff foot and short, wide pelvis. Researchers report in Science. It say we thought Lucy was the find of the century, says paleontologist Andrew Hill of Yale University, referring to the famous 3.2-million-year-old skeleton that revolutionized the thinking about human origins. Now, human origins. We teaching now. When you see the word human, they don't mean Homo sapiens sapien. They're talking about humans in general. There's different humans: Homo erectus, Homo habiligansis, Homo ergaster, Homo ancestor, Homo nenadi, Homo Neanderthal, Homo denisovans. They're all humans. So y'all got to learn that when you come fighting. Learn that. Learn that they talking about humans, not Homo sapiens sapien. That's for all the pseudos that all of a sudden are interested in teaching evolution and misinforming people. But in retrospect, it was not. So anyway, this whole article right here, I'm not going to read it through, right? It's just showing you that the human line did not come from knuckle walking apes. They was always walking. And y'all can get this, man. Just type in ancient skeleton, maybe write the earliest chapter of human evolution, right? And this fossil, this particular, the bones they found when they reconstructed the hands and all that, man, pretty close to human hands. All right, a little different with the feet there. All right, but them hips though, they definitely could walk upright. So this is where we at. Saying nobody want to hit that button today. I got 5 minutes. What's on your mind?
You got 5 minutes and the show's over?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you get it in. I'm gonna let you mess it up. We ain't gonna argue.
Yeah, no, then I got nothing to say. I'll be quiet. You got it. I was just going to see if y'all were jumping in and you were continuing, but if not, I'm just going to relax.
You can't relax. It ain't in your body. Just like me, I can't relax. When I hear something I feel is wrong, I got to say it. You can't do it.
You're doing good, though. You know, it's a good show. It's a good show. I ain't got nothing to complain about. I'm just coming on the way around.
Oh, man, nothing to complain about. Damn, I must be doing. Must have been a good cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Damn.
I could go back in and I could bring something up. I don't want to start nothing wild with such short time, man.
No, we ain't gonna do wild. We gonna go get me see 177.
You ever got a chance to look at any of the information I provided you with about as far as dealing with narcissism, with psychopathy coming via the Neanderthal, coming into modern humans by way of the Neanderthal? Mm-hmm. Those traits are very negative and been, pretty devastating to humans on Earth. And it seems like you don't seem to realize that when you're discussing, the people, the population of people. Is like there is a difference. And I think additives like Neanderthal gene cause a difference in human and what we consider race today. I think that looking at it, I think that has to be looked at to say, how do those traits affect modern humans today and throughout history? How does that affect us? How has it affected us? Even when you look at the structure of society, capitalistic way, that fits perfect for a person with a psychopathic mind. A person with a mind that likes to take over and control. It's perfect for that. But for a mindset of a Homo sapien, it seems like that's, we're more of a communal people, more of a social people, do things collectively. And that ideology just approach towards economics is, something that's opposite to our natural way of thinking and going about life, And that's just one of those small things. So many other effects of it. I think that just need to be looked into. I'm not an expert on it. I'm not a scientist and I'm not claiming to be an expert, but just knowing that those traits come from that Neanderthal and they are in a couple populations, because Asians have it more so than Europeans. I'm not just trying to trigger them and make them a negative group. Asians have it more. Europeans are actually a population that descend right from Asians. So, being a parent population, they have they're closer to the Neanderthal. But that has to be something we got to look at, and that's something I never hear talked about, which is crazy. You're dealing with actual psychopaths, and if you look at even today, what are the effects the psychopath have on life on this planet? If you said that most of the CEOs in this country are psychopaths, and when you count CEOs, that even means even for like the CEO of this country, the president is a chief, executive officer of the country as the CEO. I don't know if that make all our presidents psychopaths, but the most successful people in business just so happen to be psychopaths, and this country runs on business. So that just the effects of that, I just think is something that need to be looked into more. I'm not sure if your mic's muted.
All right, look, Doc just called me. What's up, Doc? Dr. Oh yeah, my yacht, conscious ingenuity, right? Yeah, I was about to bring that website out so people can see the real work. But go, how you doing, Doc?
Hey, I'm doing all right, brother. What's going on with you?
Nothing, ready to dive on it live with you when you want to do this, when we doing it.
Hey,
so people can hear
let's do it. I'm thinking tomorrow at 7 or Thursday at 7. Let's make it happen.
All right, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be on the show, Dr. Oya's Mayat show. We appreciate the Queen and all her glory, right? And we glorify her because of the work she's done for the children in Baltimore, Maryland, the sisters, the whole 9 yards, just the overall package of promoting science, right? Keeping intact our identity of intelligence. Appreciate you, Doc.
Come on. No, I appreciate you, appreciate the love and support over the years. I also need you to come in and talk to my class, so we gotta schedule that. So you can speak to them virtually.
What class would that be? What class would that be?
The Introduction to Electrical Engineering and Electric Circuits class. So I need you to come in this Thursday at 1 o'clock. So you can mark your calendar. Yeah, this Thursday at 1, so you can speak to the freshman class. And then I want you to speak to my sophomores and juniors on Friday if you're able to. So when you get off live, let's sit down and confirm.
Let's confirm. Get together.
I need you. Yeah, I need you this Thursday at 1.
All right.
For the freshmen, and then the sophomores and juniors on Friday.
All right, I got you. That's a real college, real university.
Right. It ain't the pseudo online university. It ain't that. It ain't that. Yeah, no, we out here for real.
For real, we're in these streets. Trying to tell them for real. All right, Doc, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna call you as soon as I get off the live. I'm great, and then I let my man talk a little bit. We go back and forth, Ghana. Yeah, he's a formidable opponent. We be having good conversations, man. All right.
Okay, good. Tell him I said peace and love, and send my love to everyone under the sound of my voice.
All right, man, and big up the conscious ingenuity for the program that's doing big things in Baltimore, Maryland, man. And I appreciate being a part of that, man. That's an exercise in the victory.
Ashe. All right, peace.
All right, peace.
Easy.
All right, yeah. So we here, heard you loud and clear. All right. Hey, if y'all gonna talk, man, y'all gotta cam up, yo. What you doing, more? What's that, more one? What's up? How you doing, bro? What's on your mind?
No, I have no contention with evolution at all. I'm actually a supporter of evolution. I don't even understand how most of the community doesn't get it. Probably because we don't thoroughly read or research some of this stuff. Like we go into it with our own personal biases and what we've been taught through, just religion and just society. But the only thing, just as a lay person, the only thing that I think is the biggest confusing part of the argument, that to be particular, like you and not you and you and like Smash maybe having like pseudo killers versus magi or whatever, is the whole confusion between the origin of Egypt, right, of the population of Egypt, and I believe what the Magi are trying to say is that if the people of Egypt themselves said that they came from the south, and we know that people in the South were of a darker hue, then it's safe to say that the origins of Egypt were a black Egypt. I understand you in saying that we can't use a social distinction in in the science of anthropology, but they're making a social argument, and I think that's the thing that's like confusing both sides. Like, you're making a scientific argument, and on Smash's side, they're making a social argument. And if we don't make the argument distinct, then both sides are gonna be confused. I support both sides. I have no horse in the race. Sometimes I troll both sides just out of fun. Yeah, I mean,
right, it's all good. I don't take it serious.
Yeah, but I think that's what's confusing most of the community that understands both sides. You get what I mean?
So if you understand both sides, you're not confused. You're not confused. That's realistic. So
no, I mean, yeah. I think I worded it wrong, but I mean to say, that's just that's what got both sides confused, is what I mean to say. Like, is that one side is making a political argument. I mean, yeah, one side is making a social argument, and the other side is making a scientific argument. And I think if we drew the line, there wouldn't be, because I was confused in the beginning, but the more I listen to the argument, I see where you disagree, and then I see where Smash disagrees, and I think yeah, disagreement are two totally separate arguments, is what I mean to say.
So how can you make a social argument when the whole social shit has been discredited when talking anthropology? Because the conversation is an anthropological conversation, yo. We cannot talk about a population of people and their origins, right? And use a discredited social construct. That's wild. So there's stop signs right there, right? So if we talk about the Nile Valley, right? And the Nile Valley pops up in this book, just for the record, this is an anthropological book. Then who are we, right, to do the same thing that wild white people did?
We're not doing the same thing.
Nah, it's not. I don't. I get where you're coming from.
Why can't we win without? Hold on. Why can't we win? See, I already done won. You know what I'm saying? Think about that, yo. Like, why we gotta do that? That's a lot. Hold on. That's why I'm confused at. So
no,
you confused
because do that? Because you're having the conversation socially. When you get into the anthropology, that's when it's important to not use these social distinctions. But like, if you're talking socially to lay people, like, you're gonna have to use the most common social terms that we all may know, and I think that's why it's said that's why like, you know, like Smash says Black Egypt. You get me? I don't think he's saying all of Egypt was black, was dark skinned, looking like Manute Bol. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he
said though, but that's what but then you support a man that actually said that. Diop said that. Right? What? So now I'm confused.
He said origin, not 3,000.
Yeah, nah. I mean,
let me show you. Let me show you what the archaeologists say.
Origin, like you know, it's in the beginning.
One piece at a time. Good conversation. One piece at a time. Okay, so you're saying this. This is what you're telling me. All right. So let me show you what I've learned about the origin. First of all, let me just show you a map. This is actually archaeology, right? These are archaeological sites. Let me show you something here. All right, this is important. All right. So what text would you use to say that Egypt came from the south? Like Dr. Ben was wrong. We can't find that. Came from the mountains of the moon with the god Happy 12. We can't find that. Can you see this?
No, I would use the Egyptians I would use.
Say that. They don't say
Where did man come
Hell, can you see the map?
right?
Hold on for a minute. You see the map?
The human migration, where they came from.
Hold on. You see the map, right?
Yeah.
Human migration.
But
hold on for a minute. So this is the 6th to 5th millennium, 6,000 to 5,000 BCE.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the end of the Green Sahara. So the Egyptians don't say they come out the Green Sahara. We know a large portion of the population came out the Green Sahara, bro. They don't say that. They wouldn't know that. You like, how would they know that pre-writing that they came from anywhere? I think we make that mistake. So they wouldn't know where the hell they came from. So we're relying on archaeology and paleontology. The Egyptians themselves would not have known that, not unless they had some super hooper strength. So it says,
somebody got to mute out. Somebody got to mute out.
Yeah, hold on. All right. So listen, this is good for us. So let's keep straight. Everybody on the show right now would not know where the hell they came from if not for the fact that Europeans had writing.
That's not true.
You wouldn't have known.
You're wrong about that.
You wouldn't know. How would you know? If nobody documented where you came from, right?
You just said Europeans, though.
Yo, stop yelling. How would African people know that they came from Africa before white people named it Africa? You wouldn't know. It just people came from the land, whatever the hell you think. See, we gotta relax and just take a deep breath.
Name's not that,
yo, and feel what I'm saying, yo. This you gotta really listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying it was record keeping that allows us to beat the shit out of the elbows. Because 400 years is a very long time, bro. And these tribes migrating after 400 years don't know where they came from because they don't even know where they at. Humans don't start knowing where they at until they get a whole global picture of it. And then you can start saying this, but prior to that, yo, it's just land and water, yo. It's a long process to get you to the point to say where you at and where you coming from. See, that's another thing we do. We think because right now in 2023, we can accurately say here. Imagine waking up out of nowhere, yo, and being in space. How would you know where you was at? You have to name space first, right? You had a lot of things you got to do before you know where you at. Now they start getting their lands and stuff like that, right? Egypt didn't know it was a whole planet, dog. There's no evidence that Egypt knew that there was other continents and none of that. Just like the biblical tradition is wild to me. They didn't know about the whole world. So go ahead, you raised your hand. You wanted to say something real quick.
Yeah,
I want you to look at this map, though. This map witness against your statement that they came from the South. And actually, they didn't all come from the South. They entered the Nile from different entry points, and that makes more sense because there is not a fence. Hold on for a minute, bro. Listen, here's a mistake we all make. We think there's a fence starting at the top of the delta, going all the way down to the south, and nobody can come in between that. The reality is the archaeological evidence, yellow, green, right, orange, red, purple, and blue are the different entry points to the Nile. If you look at that circle, the green, see that circle around the green arrow? If you look inside that circle, that's showing you different migrations within that area. So even within that area, people migrated maybe 500 miles, maybe 200 miles back and forth, bro. So our whole foundation is wild.
Quick question.
Yeah, but
did man migrate into Africa or outside of Africa?
They did both.
Did we come up the Nile into Egypt, or did they come from Asia into Africa?
What would the map say? What the map say?
It says we come from Africa up.
Look at the green arrow. Look, you got populations coming from. Look.
No, we're not talking about later. The original.
No, we talk. Look, we're saying 6,000 to 5,000 millennium, 6th to 5th millennium.
What about that? What about that point?
Yo, I just think
no, stay here with me. Hold on. You got that brain. Hold on for a minute. Ghana, hold 1 second. Think about what I'm saying, bro. Hey, more one. Think about what I'm saying right now. Do you see this arrows?
Yeah, no, that part I totally agree with.
What is it? What is it that you're agreeing with?
I agree with the different entry points, right? But
around the same time.
Sorry, say that again.
Around the same time.
Oh, okay.
And they don't know they don't know that one day they're gonna be Egyptians. Just for the record, yo, they don't know that.
I get you, but eventually, but look,
it's another 3,000 years from now.
But look, eventually they named these lands before white people got there. So to say that,
I agree
so,
with you.
Yeah, so to say that they didn't know where they were at is kind of like misleading because Because
no, that's
how could
3,000
they
years
not
later,
know?
yo. That's 3,000. Stop it. That is 3,000 years later, yo. At the 6th and 5th millennium, which is 6,000 and 5,000, which is another 3,000 years before 3,000 BCE, before Egypt starts, bro.
Yeah, but they still had, but they still had the wherewithal to name the lands that they were on, and them naming the land that they were on, them naming the land that they were on, made it so that they can know where they're at in this landmass. It doesn't mean that.
Hold on,
I agree. Mean that they know that they're in Africa per se.
Okay, get off that. Get off that. So what it does mean is that they don't know where the hell they came from. That's what it means. Yo,
no,
you know,
I can't.
Okay, hold on. Stop.
Because you just think Europeans know because they.
No, man, Europeans don't. Stop for a minute. See, I don't want to do the European thing. Hey, more. Hold on. This is me and you, yo.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to tell you, yo. Tell me how they knew where the hell they was at, yo. Hold on. At 6,000 and 5,000 BCE. How they know they're gonna start a civilization, yo?
No, not then. I'm not saying
they're not even writing.
I'm saying they develop. I'm saying they developed the knowledge to know where they were at later on in the development of the society itself.
Right. Correct.
I'm not saying at the beginning. At the beginning, they named where they were at. Of course not. They just
had to learn it. They had to learn it, right? They had to learn their area. Yes. And they hold on. How they learn in their area though? This is funny. They learn their area based off of geographical features. And the most prominent feature would be what? That river and that black soil that's dumping out that river. That's a prominent feature.
Yes.
That name would pop up like 1,000 years after Egypt started. When 2006? When did the name Kemet come about? It didn't come at the beginning of the shit.
Yeah, it definitely didn't. I believe 3,000 years after they settled in.
Right. They hold them prior to that. They got to fight a war. Before it's not Egypt before they fight the war.
Yes.
But then it's just different clans and they unify. They fight the war in the upper portion of it. The darker skinned people reside based off of this. Look, based off. Look, here you go. Look. So I'm saying we literally won. Yo, like we won. I don't know why we even think. Look, here you go. You see that? Here's the map. Hold on. You see the map? Listen. So listen. So hold on. Freeze. Everybody freeze for a minute.
Come on.
Listen. You got dark-skinned people in Upper Egypt, which is down below.
Ridiculous.
You got light brown people like us on the damn panel, right? So I'm not giving away my light brown. Y'all can give it away. I ain't listening to that nonsense. I'm black. I'm beautiful. I ain't trying to hear that. Hold on. Listen, yo. Y'all can go ahead with that, yo. You ain't.
Hey, so light part is one of the hottest places.
Ghana, you lighter than me. We ain't listening to you. Matter of fact, us three need to shut up. I'm fighting for the brown Egyptians.
Yeah, but why would that be light? That doesn't make
I ain't listening to you.
Why would it be lighter in the hottest place on earth?
Man, nope, stop. So look, hold on for a minute. Based off this map, Ghana, chill out. Ghana, chill. Based off this map right here, right? That when they unified and it became Egypt, it had different phenotypes and different skin complexions, yo. That's it. Listen, they all African though.
No, look.
So I don't mind smashing y'all diving on the dark skinned people, but don't get mad at me because I decided to include everybody.
When can I say something?
That's my point right there. That's my exact point right there. Like you making it again. The fact that
find it somewhere though.
Huh?
Where's the textbooks to say that?
Oh, I don't
Nobody have it. No, you ain't gonna find it in the Journal of Nature. You're not gonna find it in Egyptology work.
No, but if we're speaking socially, right? If we're speaking socially,
but we're not. But we actually not. We talking anthropology.
No, we're not.
We is.
No, hold on.
Look, read it. Look, hold on.
Yo, Brother Ghana, I'm so sorry. Look. Because
that's what he is. Hold on. Stop. I'm gonna read. We want to do this. I'm gonna let you get it out. Look. Introduction to anthropology. Okay. Study of the physical anthropology and archaeology, right? Are we not talking about the past? Yes. Are we talking about evolution and genetics? Yes. Are we talking about the variation in human adaptation? Yep. Are we talking about archaic humans? Yes. The origin and spread of modern humans? Yes. Are we talking about farming? Yes. Are we talking about cities and states? Yes, we are. So we're talking anthropology. I'm not going to let people just dive in here and make it sound crazy to the rest of the world because we got a certain affinity to a skin color based off of some wild white people that threw us off our mark, dog. I ain't letting it happen. Listen. So listen, we are talking anthropology, no matter what you say. So you can act like we not, which we are. I can't let y'all make up your own field.
So
now,
Middle Eastern people were never black. Black people weren't in the Middle East. Were in the Middle East.
I don't know what Ghana talking about.
You don't know.
Yeah, I'm not like that.
That you're making
threw me off too.
Yeah, he threw me off.
The light skin, but those are actually black people. They've always been black people.
Fine.
If you look on the map where the hottest places on Earth, where that light skin hand is at, that's one of the hottest places on Earth. And you're saying naturally that's the light to be from. That makes no sense.
I ain't say that, man. I didn't say that.
They only come in existence from the last 6,000 to 8,000 years, but we've been over 350,000 years. This make-believe map wants you to believe that for some reason dark-skinned people never make the north. If you look at where that is located,
but it shows the dark skin hair right there, bro. It shows the dark skin hair right there.
The whole thing would be dark skin, man. The planet is black.
Nah, you can't.
see?
Nah, you can't. Yeah. See.
That light skin
Yo.
8,000 years.
See, that's my point. You hear what he's saying, right? Yeah. That's my point. See, he proved my point.
He did. You did just prove Unc's point. But look, my point. Look.
You're trying to take my position. What I'm saying is that now, if you know that dark-skinned people, we existed on the planet. These little areas, being in North Africa, there's black people, light skin. Just saying that, that area. That's what he's saying. That area.
So now everybody gotta be dark. So everybody gotta be a racist model. Everybody gotta have big lips. People going ahead and dark skin to be African. That's not true. That's not the real study of evolution, bro. That's my point. That's not real, yo. Hold on.
Yeah, bro.
It's not real.
Nah, bro. You kind of muddy in the water, bro.
He's not. He proving my point. He proving my point on why we got to get real anthropology.
Over me talking now. Now that I start talking and saying stuff, you don't start coming over because you don't want to hit the truth out. Now, if you're looking at that map and you went directly west to it, or you're saying the people directly west of that light skin hand is going to be light all the way across because that in India is
exactly what I'm saying. Nigga.
You know it. And you're looking at
that's what I'm saying.
Parallel to where Andamans are at. You're saying they naturally would like, but look at them. They're not naturally like. They're some of the darkest people on the planet. You're looking at the hottest places on Earth, and you're imagining it's light-skinned people there because.
But that's not what Unc is saying, bro.
That area.
Yo, respectfully.
So when you look at that line and you look at North Africa, you're automatically by default placing them there. But you know that doesn't make sense. We've been on the Earth for too long. We're black people that have been on here for 350,000 years. They're traced to Southeast Asia 55 years ago. You're saying you believe that Asia 70,000 years ago, Southeast Asia 65,000 years ago, but North Africa. That doesn't make sense. It's totally ridiculous. I mean, that's pretty much, we almost originated there.
So the sun, hold on, let me get this straight. Hey, come on, Ghana. All right, we heard you. Ghana, stop for a minute. I know you started, stop. So you basically saying the fucking sun stopped shining, basically.
Sun has nothing to do with it.
All of a sudden, when the humans came on the planet, the sun just
no.
One temperature and one stop. Hold on, let me get this straight. I'm gonna put you on mute. I want to talk now. I want to baby. I'm gonna put him in there. I knew, hey, Ghana. Look, I knew he was gonna get. He started off cool. We always do. I love this shit. All right, Ghana, come on, you.
You ain't have to put him in a black hole.
Put him in a black hole. Hey, Ghana, all I'm saying is, all I want to tell the people is, when humans popped up, the sun didn't go poof. And just keep. Hold on, listen. Look, listen. Don't cut me off. What you're trying to say is, when humans popped up and lost their hair, I explained earlier what the word human means, right? You're basically saying that they spread all over the continent of Africa, but the amount of UVA rays stayed the same, closer to the equator and farther away from the equator. You're basically saying that those same amounts of UVA radiation was the same all over. I'm saying it was not.
People that would have got the hardest was they also moved and migrated to the
yes. Hold on. So how that? Hey, more. Am I saying your name right?
Yeah, more ones.
Hey, Moore's one. Listen, so he don't understand evolution because yes, darker skinned people moved in that direction. He's right. But that's at 350,000 years, yo. And I'm saying that over time, people listen. You need to produce valuable offspring, and so your genes. Watch this. So your genes. Hold on for a minute. Your genes actually interface with the environment, so it don't make sense for you to be pitch black in zone 2. Over time, the population will lighten up. Over 350,000 year. Hold on. Over 350,000 year period, people who lived in North Africa would have lightened up.
How long would it take, and how long have they existed?
Yo, it can take 50 generations. I just did a whole show on how skin color can flip back and forth. Man, go ahead. Come on, you talking over people.
Go ahead. 50 generations. So where does this change? They don't have time.
Yo,
Ghana. They're not 10,000 years old. They're not 10,000 years old, but you're giving me an example of some evolution that would take.
All right, man. Okay, man.
Listen. Yo, Ghana. Can I just make one point? Right?
Go ahead,
it can happen in one generation, right? All right, because let me just make this one point.
Evolution.
I was born in Burundi, right? East Africa, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was born in Burundi, East Africa. My grandmother from my mom's side, she had 11 children, right?
They was all the same color. They was all the same color. You couldn't tell them.
Hold up.
You had to look at their eyes and say, hey,
hold on.
Johnny or Will, because they look the same.
Yo, look. My grandmother, my grandmother had 11 children, right? All of them literally range from darker than me, right? From darker than me to as light as French Montana. Yeah, and this is one woman.
Let me see the one.
Hold up, bro. This is one woman.
No, let's
one
see.
of my aunts. Huh?
Hear what you're saying. Let's see a picture of the French Montana looking one.
Oh, I don't have.
They ain't trying to say
I'm in my car.
They ain't trying to say your grandmother don't know her kids, and they had different. Why?
It sounded good till we asked for evidence.
See that? You hear that, right?
Now I can say that too.
Yo, respectfully, I just wanted to make that one point.
That's a great point. Because I got 3 kids by the same woman, and they all different skin colors.
We could have different skin complexes.
Man, I had DNA tests. I know they all mine. My son is darker, and my daughter is light brown. So now all of a sudden, the light brown one ain't African. In some kind of way, somebody cheated.
Yeah, that shit crazy, yo. Mind you, my grandmother and grandfather are both my skin complexion.
Right.
People being accused of being there, they don't look like skin black.
No, man, you gotta stop. Come on, Ghana. You out of control now.
Yo, bro, you honestly proven Ank's side of the argument correct. But what my whole point was that when Smash is making the Black Egypt argument, he's just saying that the origin of Egypt, had dark-skinned people. That's all I get from Ank's part. And then from Ank's part, Ank is saying we cannot use these social distinctions in science. And that's it. And that's it.
Hold on. I'm saying that at the Cairo Symposium, they said it was dark-skinned people in Egypt. That's what they already said the shit.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
Right. So why would I argue a point that's already been made? You get it? Why we hold on? Watch this. More one. Why we gotta fight like this over a point that scientists already agree on, yo? That's what I'm saying. Is it like no? Let me tell you what they really mean. Hold on. What they really mean is that the Egyptians is African American, nigga. That's what they really gotta mean, that yo. And they really gotta mean that the Egyptians was in West Africa and gave rise to all the civilizations.
You're gonna start another argument with that. If you make that statement, you gonna start a whole next 6 arguments.
Well, that's what they. Hold on, they can't be saying that it's Hawaii. I played a video. Hawaii said that the upper Egyptians was dark skinned.
Hey, check it out.
I don't like Hawaii.
Me neither, but he said it.
Yeah, he always got.
Listen, we live in a white
supremacist. Chill. We're gonna let Morpheus talk.
Okay, listen, we live in a white supremacist system that always promotes black inferiority and superiority.
They ain't doing that no more, though. Yo, you promoting it now.
What we've been able to do is to counter that with facts.
Bro, modern scientists don't do that, bro.
No chance. It's something that
modern scientists don't do that, bro.
It's called cognitive dissonance. When you hear the truth, if I don't get 30
seconds, Morpheus talk.
It's something that makes
you got the vein coming out the side of your head. You know you're doing too much on the show.
We live in the world. We know the white supremacy.
You got you. I'm gonna put Ghana right there for a minute. Yo, we gotta let the vein go back down. That means you're doing too much for the show. I got the nice shirt on. We chilling. All right, come back, Ghana. We good. All right, the veins went back. Hold on, let somebody else talk. Chill. We too old. Trust me. We can't do this. Go ahead.
Yo. Can I ask a few questions? Real simple questions, right? First question is this: is this person black?
Who him? No, he's not black based off what he's saying. He don't know what he's Saudi Arabian.
Is what
Ghana is Saudi Arabian.
Is Ghana? Am I black?
That's India.
You're a black person and don't know.
No. Listen, bro. Listen, bro. Is this person considered black?
Are you black, Ghana? He asked you a question.
Is what person considered black?
Are you black?
If you do not know, man,
I'm asking you.
Yes, I'm a black person.
I'm asking. Look at the picture. Can you say? Wait a minute. I'm sorry.
Are you black?
Here's my question. I thought my camera was on. Is this person black?
You said that person. Yes, that's a black person. Yes. What about it?
Okay.
Nah, that's not a black person.
That's a black person. Yeah.
I want to get clarification. Wait. So you said that person is black, right?
Person is
okay.
Right?
Well, hold on, bro.
Glad I got my lesson off for
listen, is this person black? Let's keep going. Well, stop for me, bro. Is this person black too?
Years ago. Yeah, I know who that is.
Is he black?
I can't see the picture well.
I can see it well.
All right. Yeah, I can't see it well, but
Morpheus, you ain't even gotta go that far. Ask him, is he black? Morpheus, look at him.
Right,
look
so
at Ghana though.
On the first
Ask him, is he black?
Can you get to the point of what you're trying to get at?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. Listen.
If you want to be specific, you don't got to go to each of the.
Listen, bro. Relax.
Southern people.
Relax.
The original black people from Africa, are they still black? Yes, that's the answer.
One second.
You don't got to ask me 1 billion people.
The people I just showed you is from India. These are Indian people from India.
And the people
from India. Damn, man, what's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, they're from
Relax. I'm asking you.
Man.
All these people, I can show you people. So in India, they got dark skin.
Yeah.
Are those people in India, are they considered black people?
Of course, obviously, yes. That's why they treat it like they're treated in India. That's why they're at the bottom.
All right, that's racism. We ain't knocking that, bro.
Yeah, that's why. You didn't know that? Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't knocking that.
They call untouchables at the bottom of society. They treat it, it's horrible. Their shadow can't even pass in front of somebody or they get a penalty. Really bad. You think racism bad here? It's horrible there, man.
Right. That's a socially constructed foolery, yo.
Against black people.
Let me show you why they that skin color though. Look.
No. That's obvious they're black.
No, here you go. Here go the skin map for you. Hold on.
Oh,
it's showing you the skin complexion, right?
Okay, well, look at these.
Bottom is showing you the UVA rays. Come on, man, with that, yo. You disrupting in the class. You sitting at the front of the class. Okay. Very disruptive.
Yo, bro, respectfully, you cannot be considered black if you don't have African ancestry. That's literally in the definition of black person.
He's a liar.
That's why he's killing himself.
Please, let's see who's lying. I bet you he's lying.
Yeah, I ain't got no confusion. Come on, man, stop. Listen, the map.
Yo, so you trump the dictionary?
For the second thing,
I don't get it. I'm lost.
Migrated. Hey, Ark, you read it the other day on your show. They migrated from Africa. And they migrated into India, into Southeast Asia. That's what the science said. That's what you agree with the other day. I need you to stand by what you agree with. If you agree that these black people left Africa and went there, and they're still black there, you can't all of a sudden tell me they're no longer black. Doesn't make sense. They were black when they got there. They're still black. You're looking right at them. What makes you think in your mind they became no longer black?
They non-Africans.
They gotta be. What did he say? They gotta be African American.
They non-Africans.
So watch this.
To be black.
So hold on. So when you say black, bro,
African ancestry to be black.
I'm trying to listen, because it's such an ambiguous way to using it. When you say black, right? Are you just referring to the color of someone's skin, or are you referring to African people? Who are you? When you say black, what do you mean by that?
I'm talking about the color of their skin. That's how race is determined. Look at the definition of these words. Trying to talk.
Here you go. If that's the case, hold on.
It's a phenotypical determinant. You look at the way someone looks to determine their race. That's how you do it. Not genetically, and not any other fucking religion or any other thing that y'all think. They got a
you gotta stop talking.
If we wanted to. So once you see the definition, now you see black.
You gotta stop talking. So I'm gonna show you the map again, based off the map.
Bro,
the
you got black ass Wi-Fi.
I know, huh? So look, based off the skin map, the majority of the people are brown and black on planet Earth. What's your point?
Right. Anything not
so
black.
Listen. So what's your point now?
Anything not black would be recent. So when you start looking at
nah. Listen.
You're asking my point now. You're talking over me.
No, I don't. I didn't ask you to. I'm making a statement. I didn't ask you to respond. I'm simply saying, based off of the skin color, that most people are dark to brown and light brown on planet Earth. There's a reason for this.
They were all.
And it's based off of UVA rays.
No, they were all black. Originated.
Man, okay, whatever you think you want to say, but I tell you what the literature says. You have African and non-African. So the Indian population is considered non-African.
No, they're not. The origin of the Indian
this is what I'm at.
From the Andamans. They come
man, we done had a great show today, man. We're not arguing. That man pitch black, man. Hey, so that's my point. That's why you got to stick with anthropology, because people are coming on the white side and the black side and play this wild game. That's why they got rid of it, because it's confusion. Come on, yo, I'm closing down. Yo, you good? It was a good show. Don't mess it up.
All right.
It was a good show.
Everything I'm saying could be confirmed. You could pull it up, but each
time. You fine. Okay. You won.
They pull up the definition.
Yo, you won. You won. You got to slow down, though. You messing up the show. Right,
in order to protect these dudes, you just don't pull up the definition if you've seen it. Like he's like wondering.
Yeah, you're right. I'm put up
a black person. Right. How could you be black?
Hey, look. So that same issue, we're gonna find the same issue in African spirituality versus science. Like everybody is very ambiguous in what they're saying, very confusing. But I stay in a field called anthropology. Anthropology is the field that we will use, right, to actually scientifically bring up data, right, that will allow us and help us understand what the hell is going on. It was a great conversation. September the 15th is going to be another great conversation. All right, tickets is $30, right? Also make sure you hit the Cash App. Let me see how many Cash Apps came through. Let me put that there. Let's see how many Cash Apps came through, right? See if y'all playing. See if y'all want to continue to hear the morning show. Now, if y'all don't want to continue to hear the morning show, then I ain't mad at you. I don't got to waste my time. Right? It's a waste of time then. I put the Cash App in there. All right. All right. If y'all want to see, continue to see the, hold on, let me get it in there. All right. If y'all appreciate the Discord in the morning time, in the morning show, then support it. Whether it's $1, whatever it is, $5, $30, $1 million, right? You support what you mess with. All right, simple as that. And it's not just one person doing it. Everybody support what you enjoy. I think it's a great, healthy conversation. We'll let everybody get it in, right? When it gets silly, I'm not gonna allow it to be silly. All right. Yeah, I pinned the Cash App in. Pinned it, right? Hit that. Show some love on the way in and on the way out. It's important.
Black African power.
Black African power, bro. Hey, I appreciate the conversation. I think we learned something about the conversation. I think I kind of cleared up my stance even more, and Ghana actually helped why they had to do it that way, because we continue to be arguing forever. Yeah, it's not a forever argument in science no more. Yeah, it actually it's not a forever argument. We got to figure it out. They Africans, indigenous to Africa too. See, that's not even enough. See, being indigenous to Africa not enough. Damn, if the museum say they indigenous to Africa, watch this, and no outside light-skinned people came in and made Egypt, what more do you want past that, yo? Do you get my point? So I know. So now you just want everybody to be dark-skinned, which is humanly impossible. When the last time the population been one color, yo?
Never.
Never, ever.
You can't even go outside and look at your tree and there's one color green, yo. There's a reason for that. It's called variations. It's called alleles. It's crazy to me.
Now, I mean, as a people, we have a couple levels of psychosis to break before we see it clearly. So I think that's really what it is. Like after you break the religious psychosis, then you gotta go through like the blackology psychosis, and then you gotta go through like other social psychoses that you may have. But the brother Ghana all respect due, but you kind of prove, not even kind, you prove Ank's point. You just proved Ank's point, bro. But
hey, can I ask you a question, bro? Like because you seem super reasonable and you seem like you shit, right? So like, can a pit bull be black?
Like, wait, like our social distinction of black? Or
I mean, just can it be a black pit bull? Can it be a black poodle? And can there be a black?
Yeah.
You mean like a human classification?
Ghana, I didn't even ask you.
Ghana, hold up, bro. Let him talk, bro. Come on.
So, bro, you gotta chill, bro. And so, like the color that dog is doesn't make him that type of dog. It's his features that makes him that type of dog, and how this dog evolved. Can we agree to that? And so in Africa, we have different colors because guess what we are? We are animals. We have different phenotypical characteristics that express themselves. But those things doesn't make us the specific lineage that we're from. They're just the expression of our DNA. So you could be a spotted poodle, you could be a black poodle, you could be a brown poodle, you could be a chestnut brown poodle, you could be a whatever poodle, bro, you want to be, whatever dog color you want to be. But you still are a particular breed of dog. Now, us as African Americans, we are a particular breed of human. And we have the ability to express our genetic information differently. But that does not mean that we as West and Central Africans are the same breed as the people who are in India, in the Native American lands, the people who are wherever, because we have a specific genetic code within us that allows us to be a variation of that particular species. You see what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, I totally agree. So,
yeah, like that's why I asked you the question. Like you seem like you super reasonable, and like what Morpheus asked you and asked Ghana, it showed that he removed the possibility of genetic expression because he wants to believe that everything that has dark skin is the same breed of dog or the same breed of human, and that's the most pseudo shit I've ever heard, bro. Be honest with you.
Do I get to respond? Okay, so understand anyone.
No, you don't get it. You don't get it.
All right, so what he's doing, he's arguing against the idea of race. Now, even though we as black people are being attacked all around the world for the way we look,
no, bro, that got nothing.
Okay, here it comes. Here comes
the argument, bro. We gotta stay on the argument, bro. Like, nah.
10 seconds in. Let me just get 30 seconds.
Nah, you didn't get no 30 seconds.
Why y'all always talk over me? Like, what is?
Because you always get the most time, yo. We can add it up.
You never let me respond.
But we don't want to talk about that. You changed the conversation to now on how they treat us. We know that. That's why they got rid of that feature, yo. That's why they fought to get rid of that feature, bro. That's why they fought World War II.
No, bro.
They fought World War II.
What is it?
Because the ideology was wild. Because the ideology enslaved people.
What is it that you fear that I'm gonna say? Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah, we're afraid. We don't want to hear it. Now I want to hear it now. I want to hear that. Get out of here. He's charged up. He can't stop himself. They fought World War II, right? They fought the Civil War, right? Why do you think they fought the Civil War? They fought the Civil War because they was trying to abolish slavery in America, yo, and the South wasn't going for it because it was a financial thing. All right, why? That's why they fought. They fought World War II. Adolf Hitler was trying to form a master race. Yeah, he was killing people in the oven, killing black people because of the color of their skin, because of their ethnicity, which he thought was a race. Whether y'all like it or not, that don't mean that overnight, that everybody was walking around this bitch floating and getting along together. Why you think Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all them fought, yo? They fought because of the wild ass racial construct. That's why they lost their life over wild social construct. And now, because we can't understand that, we want to bring the shit back. Because it sounds better for the Egyptians to be black. Ah, man. We ain't doing all that, man. Listen, man, hit the cash app. All right, let me see. Do we got one cash app? We only got one. Okay. All right. Man, won't catch me for a couple mornings. Appreciate the crowd, though. Appreciate it. All right. That's what it is. It is what it is, man. The people have made their mind up. They don't want to hear the morning show. Appreciate you. All right. Appreciate everybody that came through. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, Morpheus. Appreciate your hope. Appreciate everybody, man, that supported with your viewership. And we good with that. And we ain't tripping. Yeah, check out the debate. Like up the video.
Like the video. Thumb up the video.
Y'all know what it is, man. We appreciate everybody that came through, man. Yeah, yo, we getting up out of here, man. Appreciate all the love and support, man. Yeah. In and out with DQ, man.
Check. Look, this that double-edged chromosome. Pseudo killer theme song. CK Discord. That's probably what the team on. I need to send Miss Tiff a whole box of Tiff trees. And everybody mute up when Juju about to speak. This that double-edged chromosome. Pseudo killer theme song. CK Discord. That's probably what the team on. I need to send Miss Tiff a whole box of Tiff trees. And everybody mute up when Juju about to speak. Clearly knowing how to read. Educational indeed. Plus the easy on the eyes. All the women wearing queens. The pseudo dies and the I hope you know just what that mean though. Still when I was short but still. The women run the guillotine. See Dr. Ma'at, one of the best. Screaming the crop. Slander her name. You really should stop. Might get you dropped. Yes sir. Dr. Ma'at, one of the best. Screaming the crop. Slander her name. I think you should stop. Might get you dropped. This that double-edged chromosome. Pseudo killer theme song. CK Discord. It's probably what the team on. I need to send Miss Tiff a whole box of Tiff trees. And everybody mute up when Juju about to speak. This that double-edged chromosome. Pseudo killer theme song. CK Discord. It's probably what the team on. I need to send Miss Tiff a whole box of Tiff trees. And everybody mute up when Juju about to speak. Pseudo gon' die this source. Pseudo gon' die this source. Pseudo gon' die this source. Pseudo gon' die this source.
Man, I appreciate everybody that came through. We got Joel E's last comment. He say, if you guys never dug up an artifact and studied it, you don't have accurate knowledge of what you're talking about. You guys is just regurgitating other people's talking points. That's a pseudo statement. He's basically saying that the whole world population got to become anthropologists, paleontologists, scientists, yeah, I'm saying, to understand the thing. That's not true. You got museums where the artifacts are. You got data that is published by the scientists, okay? Checks and balances in that system, peer review. So we can actually read the data, bro. We can read, we can comprehend. We do not got to be a virologist and test the goddamn vaccine to know if a vaccine is safe and effective. See, that's that pseudo nonsense. See, that's that escapism. Escape away from being effective just by saying, if I don't become a virologist or a paleontologist, then I'm not going to be able to get an understanding. That's a pseudo statement, yo. This is what we're getting away from. Joe E., we're getting away from the complete foolery that you just said. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we out, man. See you tomorrow, man. Hit that cash app, man. Hold on. Oh, man. Kyle saved the show. Hey, Kyle. So love, yo. You saved the show. Big up to Kyle. Definitely wasn't coming back tomorrow. I'm going to do something else. Like, take some time and go to a museum in the morning and chill. Right. Anyway, appreciate that support, y'all. For real, man. That's real, yo. Support what you fuck with. Right. And don't support what you don't fuck with. Appreciate the conversation, man. Appreciate the love, man. But Joe E, yo, you're out of here. Pseudoisms, man, is disrupting the educational system amongst Black people in America. Pseudoisms is dangerous. That's why we cut it off at the neck when we see it. Scientific literacy is a vaccine that helps protect the community against the charlatans and statements like Joe made all the time. And we out.